get you by the goosebumps, goosebumps. Gotta get you by the goosebumps, gotcha. They're gonna get you by the goosebumps, goosebumps.
Hello and welcome to Drunken Book Club. I'm your host, Christopher, the deep-sea diver Rupel. Joining me today is...
I'm the annoying younger sister, Sam.
I am the weird uncle who doesn't like to be on land, Weiss.
And it's surprisingly enough, we all read in some form or way Deep Trouble, the Goosebumps book.
Let this be known that this is the first time Weiss has read and or heard the book.
Right? I was gonna say, I was just like, oh, you know what? I had to be like, guys, here's your chance to listen to this one, because it's Deep Trouble, along with a couple of the coming up ones, have really good audiobooks that were released in the 90s that are really high quality with famous voice actors, people kind of before they were famous voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this one had the voice of Princess Bubblegum and Starfire playing the sister, and Corey Burton, who's done a million things, as the doctor. And yeah, that's pretty cool.
You said the little brother also played a bunch of stuff too, right?
Not a lot of stuff. He was just in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon and a couple 80s sitcoms that I would recognize because I'm an old man, and everyone else in here is 20 years younger than me.
Yeah,
so that's why it's really
right.
weird that we're dating.
Right. I am 20 years younger than you.
Some days it feels like it with the stuff I like.
No, I remember even early on when we were dating, my mom would be like, how old is Chris? Because she would see you, and she knows, you're actually about the same age as me.
Yeah.
But, the fact that you knew some of, the 70s songs and stuff like that more than she did.
I like old stuff. I'm an old soul.
But yeah, she'd just be like, is he really?
I'm like,
Can I see his ID, please? Is he a predator? Sam, you can tell me. It's okay.
Yeah, she never went that far. She was just more like, goddamn.
Yeah, he's definitely a shark.
And then you just rub his belly and he just kind of looks zoned out.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually pre-gamed on this when I'm currently nursing something, because it's kind of been a while since I've drunk anything, because it's one, I have 10 days off from work, so I'm like, fuck it, it's time to drink.
Yeah.
And two, I don't know, I kind of wanted to make a shark attack, because this just makes a lot of sense to make a shark attack for Deep Trouble, even though there's not that many sharks in this one.
Yeah, especially with the cover, yeah.
The cover. But before we get into that cover, guys, what were your first impressions of this one? What did you initially think before even listening to the audiobook? What did you think of this one?
So I already knew it was not going to be about sharks.
Yeah.
Because you've told me about that and how as a teenager you hated it.
I absolutely hated this book as a teen, yes.
Because you felt like you were kind of...
I got ripped.
Yeah.
It was the fucking cover lied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I want to read a book about sharks. And it's like, this isn't what that's about.
You know what's the funny thing? Is this is the book that got me into Goosebumps, reading them, is this initial book.
Really?
Because when I was younger, I was too scared, because I would watch the show with my brother, and I'd see the covers and I'd be too scared. But this is the book that made me go, I'm gonna read these Goosebumps because this cover looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I ended up hating it, but still continued reading them.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember what you said it was about, so my brain was like, what was it actually about? I know it's not sharks. That's as far as I got.
Even with the cover, I had no expectations, honestly. I was like, I'm just gonna go in, and as soon as it was like, research, alright.
Mermaid!
About what? Oh, that.
Yeah, how did you guys, with that kind of a twist of, it was a mermaid adventure story, what did you guys think?
I was like, oh yeah, that's what you said it was about.
Because that was the thing, that's what pissed me off as a kid, because I'm a little teenage boy, I was preteen actually, because I think it was 6th grade, so yeah, it would have been preteen, I would have been 11 or 12, and I was just like, this is girl shit. I'm still gonna read it though, because I'm kind of into it, but I'm still angry at it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, it totally gave me we're going this way. It's
yeah,
I thought
I know this is an adventure book and not a scary book. That's what's really crazy. I
looked at my phone and I was like, "What are they going to give us?" The way they kept talking or reading it, the way it just felt like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
it's like, do I do this or do I do that?
There were a lot of those little
yeah.
moments like that. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into this cover, which, like I said, the cover that fooled little Rupel into reading this one because I was really into animals as a kid, and seeing a giant shark made me so pumped and ready to read a book with a scary shark. But for reference, the cover features the most vicious-looking black and white great hammerhead about to take a bite out of a child who is swimming in the ocean. This cover would, do you guys agree with me what I'm about to say? You just have to agree agree with me right now before I even say it.
Sure.
This would look great as like an 80s VHS book, like movie cover.
Yeah.
Like you could see this on the shelf at like Blockbuster and be like, ooh, I want to see that one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they'd sink you in with that. Just to
Like
cover.
Jaws. Jaws Part 5. Now he's a hammerhead.
He's gonna nail you.
That's a good one. That was a good one. See, we sometimes have
There
it,
you
like
go.
you said.
That's 90s right there.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's get into the story. And as always, guys, don't be afraid to interrupt with your notes, your jokes, and your sound effects. And say your classic line when I tell you to. You remember your classic line?
There's like so many lines.
Spongy, fix it.
Okay.
Billy and Sheena Deep are spending their summer vacation on
Bungie, fix that. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
No. Spongy, fix Weiss.
He's just gonna come at you and just be like, "It's time to get fixed, Weiss."
No, I'm gonna come
Say
back.
goodbye to your
guys. I'm
balls.
gonna come back. And say, I can use my right arm again. Bungie, what the hell?
WTF, Mike. But they're spending their summer vacation on the Caribbean island of Elandra with their uncle named Dr. Deep, who goes simply by Dr. D, the most porn actor name.
I don't know. I think Dr. Deep was pretty porno though.
They're
too.
both really.
Like I was expecting him to be like, I have to go do research, and then he just starts. Then he just like goes back in. And you just hear the.
Dr. Deep. He makes gay porno with that assistant. I'm just saying.
Hey, you gotta pay the bills somehow. Grant
Right.
funding is not enough.
I was about to say, especially when it's Ohio. I mean, come on, Ohio must not have a lot of money for marine biology. I'm just saying.
You gotta make that money for Dr. Deep.
But while snorkeling, Billy is nearly attacked by a sea monster and manages to get away. That elusive sea monster that keeps coming back, guys.
Yep.
Which, I mean, hey, for what it's worth, I mean, we'll get to it later, but that sea monster's, it's real. Yep. Dr. D's assistant, a muscular graduate student named Alexander Dubras. I'm just saying, muscular graduate students. Gay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that feels like
gay
a... Yeah.
porn actors.
I immediately kind of called like the whole twist.
Oh yeah? You thought he was bad?
Yeah,
Bad
like,
to the bone?
I just imagine like immediately Tarzan.
Tarzan's not bad.
No, not Tarzan. Tarzan the movie, where we got this the explorer researcher for the gorillas, and then suddenly Clayton.
He's nothing like Clayton.
No. But I'm saying that's like he came in.
He's like the Jane of everything.
He's gonna get fucked by a...
Yeah, he wants to fuck the mermaid.
Yeah, but he was a traitor at the end, just like Clayton. Except he didn't die horrifically.
No, Clayton was always an asshole.
Yeah.
It wasn't a twist when
That's
Clayton
what I'm saying.
turned.
Alexander was an asshole throughout the
I'm
story.
saying it wasn't a twist. I'm saying that's what I got. All right.
Yeah, I don't know where you just don't trust white people.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
Would you trust white people, Chris?
I'm like 50-50.
That's fair.
Okay. Screw you.
For those at home, I'm half. Alexander Dubras serves up lunch to the children. Chicken, salad, sandwiches. However, his cooking is terrible, so Dr. D offers to grill some fish for dinner.
Well, what I love is they're like, oh, he didn't fuck up like one of the easiest things to fuck up.
Yeah,
Then he's
chicken
like,
salad.
I made it spicy.
Right, I mean, I get it if you're like with Dr. D and making it spicy, because hey, maybe you guys like it spicy. Wink.
I mean, they do. That's how they get paid.
Spicy.
I wouldn't mind a spicy chicken salad, but like, don't put that celery in there. I don't like chicken or tuna salad with celery. That pisses me off.
Really?
It absolutely pisses me off.
I think the other thing too
I hate
is
celery.
one, you need to be expecting it.
Yeah.
Like if you're going in for regular and you get spicy.
Actually, I take it back. I don't hate celery. I just don't like it when it's added to things. I will eat celery with like ranch or peanut butter. I just don't like celery and stuff.
Ants in a log sounds really good right now.
I'm okay with it being like that sounds good. Dang it. I'm okay with it being like if it's a chicken salad and it's spicy, it's made like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
Like make a Southwestern style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think he did. Like my thought is he's probably just added like chili powder to it.
Yeah.
Which would not be good. Like that. And probably not mixed well, so there's like some pockets that aren't hot and then others
it's like
that are.
all hot. Billy overhears a private conversation between Dr. D and representatives for the Marina Zoo. The zoo representatives want Dr. D to find and trap a mermaid that has been reported in the area.
Get the
Oh my
net.
gosh.
The zoo offers Dr. D the princely sum of $1 million. I raised my pinky up for the folks at home.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. I'm just kidding.
My mom thinks I'm funny. I'm slightly buzzed, so I'm like kind of. I'm going to be making a lot of Austin Powers jokes. No, even though I haven't watched Austin Powers, I've been mostly watching horror movies.
Dude, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Actually, I didn't think about it. Sorry,
the first one's the only good one. Spy Who Shagged Me disappoints now.
A Goldmember has a soft spot because it was the first one I've ever watched, and it was at a drive-in.
Yeah. I kind of like them all, but no, I'm not going to get to it. This is the $1 million.
This is now an Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, let's play the
also,
shitty
Charmander
pinball
was
game.
in the third one.
Yes, he was.
All I can think of is the penis pump in there.
Billy is too excited to sleep because of the penis pump. So he goes out early the next morning at 6:30 a.m. to search for the mermaid. Billy's night swimming is suddenly interrupted by a hammerhead shark that almost kills him.
There it is.
Fortunately, the mermaid comes and beats the shark. Just beats it.
Just beats the shit out of it.
Saving Billy's life. Dr. D nets up both Billy and the mermaid and drags them onto the deck of the ship. Billy tries to argue that the mermaid saved his life, but the mermaid is put into a large glass tank on the deck until the zoo crew arrives. Zoo pals, zoo pals.
That's what I thought of as soon as you said that was...
It's that or Zoo Book?
Quack, quack, zoo pals.
There we go. Moo, moo, zoo pals. Zoo pals. Peppa
Quack,
Pig is here now. Billy is enjoying dreams of sea people when his slumber is interrupted by the sound of crashes and a splash. Wait, he doesn't dream about sea people. He dreams about, like, what does he dream about? I put a note that he had a nightmare and it was actually kind of creepy, but it wasn't sea people.
Yeah, it wasn't sea people. It was something else.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it the monster? It was the monster. He was
yeah,
the
it was
sea
the monster. Yeah.
We say the line.
Spongy, fix it.
Thank you.
Please.
No, you don't say please to
No,
Spongy.
I say please.
Spongy, please.
Spongy, please. There you go.
Buzz, oink, oink, zoo pals. Above...
Zoo pals make 80 fun.
Above deck, he discovers the mermaid is in the process of being kidnapped. The men brutally toss Billy into the tank. Billy starts yelling for Alexander as Dr. D is knocked out on the floor, and Sheena is offering no help against the 4 burly men. I mean, she is a fucking 10-year-old girl,
Yeah,
Billy.
there's nothing.
Oh, come on, charge at her, Sheena.
Like, she tried, but I didn't expect her to do much,
And
because...
when he did the headbutt, I was like, yeah, he's gonna get somebody. Nope.
Yeah, I
Go
know,
for
I
the
was just-
dick.
I was like, come on, kid, go for the nuts. Just that's what they always tell you. Go for the nuts. Hey, McGruff always said, go for the nuts, kid. That's what I do. I'm Scruff McGruff.
Oh, thank you.
1-800 or whatever, I don't know.
Hit him in the balls.
Hit him in the balls. I'm a detective, but I'm also a dog, so you shouldn't trust me, because all dog cops are bastards. The thugs toss Sheena and Dr. D into the tank, lock it, and then throw it into the water.
Dude, that was crazy.
That was so intense.
I was like, holy shit, I forgot that they, like, nearly killed them.
Yeah,
yeah.
there.
In all honesty, if they hadn't tossed them into the water, they probably would have died, because no one would have saved them.
Yeah.
No one would have
time.
came, like, they would have either been like, I give up, and just... Sonic die.
So something... Yeah, no, that was kind of playing in the back of my head. Also, I've got to give it to the actors on the audio version, because they really helped build with that tension.
Yeah, I agree.
One of these days, I'll go back and listen to that.
Yeah,
Like
the
an
way,
hour or so.
The
Yeah,
way
it's
it
only an
was
hour.
being described too is like they opened a latch, they did all this to open one latch, and there's 3 more, and it got silent. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's just sad.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Holy
God.
shit. The top of the tank is meshed, so the 3 characters inside the tank fight to break the locks before the tank submerges completely underwater. As they struggle, the kidnappers and Alexander speed off with the mermaid in tow. Just when things look their worst, the myriad of mermaids appear and hoist the tank above the water level. Dr. D and the children break open the latches and follow them to the kidnappers' boat in their dinghy.
Get off my
the
dinghy.
mermaids. I thought the mermaids opened it for them.
I thought that's what it was, too.
Yeah.
Wait, say the line.
No, they opened it. Spongy, fix it. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Yeah, the mermaids got it.
Yeah.
Mermaids fix it. As the other mermaids rescue her, the thugs set fire to Dr. D's dinghy.
That was so mean. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
Right?
goddamn.
It's like, we're gonna burn your ship.
and I'm like, jeez.
Billy and Sheena try put out the fire when the mermaid is set free. We say it.
Try put it out on fire. Fix
Try-
it. Spongy,
Thank
fix
you.
it.
Suddenly, one of the men grabs the kids while another tries to hit Dr. D in the stomach but misses. You know what's the weirdest thing I'm just realizing? It's like, what if people are just like, who the hell is Spongy? I'm like, some people are probably like, who the hell is this guy? It's like, is that their like editor or something? It's like, folks at home, Spongy is an amazing person, and if you don't follow them on Twitter or follow their blog spot, you're missing out. The dude is cool.
He also is on the Wikipedia for Goosebumps. I guess,
yeah,
too, as an editor.
he's one of the editors.
That's so.
He's the only editor I trust.
Nice.
I like, no offense to any other guys, but Spongy talks to me on Twitter and shit, so that's why I trust him more.
I would.
He's the only one I've heard his voice, so that's the only reason why I trust him. No,
Dang.
I don't know if any of them have podcasts or not. I don't think they do.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to look that up. The men throw Dr. D, Billy, and Sheena in the still aflamed dinghy as ordered by Alexander. When two kids extinguish the fire, despite the thug having kicked their bucket into the ocean. What is going on here?
Okay, no, they didn't extinguish fire. So why'd you fix that? Also,
They almost did, but they weren't able to.
they did kick the bucket into the ocean.
They did.
Yeah.
That whole sentence is weird.
Yeah.
Oh man, this podcast is dedicated to fixing the Goosebumps wiki.
For this specific
The real
one.
title, Spongy Fix It.
Right? That's the new name of the podcast. One of the men tries to lower himself into the dinghy, but the mermaids start violently rocking the boat, allowing Dr. D and the kids to escape. The next morning, Dr. D lies to the zoo representatives about not finding the mermaid.
That was very nice.
Soon after they leave, Dr. D, Sheena, and Billy all swear to never talk about the mermaid again. Despite all this, Billy is still just a rat in a cage. No, Billy... he's just still a mermaid in a tank. Billy sneaks out to the coral again in the hope of catching the mermaid to say goodbye. When Billy is searching for the mermaid, he is attacked by the sea monster, and he wonders if people will believe him now. The end.
Dun, 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 dun.
The fucking most like what's
I
it
hated
called?
that ending.
You didn't like that ending?
I hated it.
I didn't like the wording, but I did like that he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't care what I mean.
Bro is dead.
This book has 2 sequels. No, he's dead.
This book has 2 sequels?
It does. There's Deep Trouble 2, which comes in the 40s, and then what's called Goosebumps Horrorland. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Deep Trouble something.
Oh.
So yeah, this one has like sequels to it. So Billy lives, but
he doesn't.
But he doesn't. I
Billy
don't care what
lives.
this says.
I believe.
All right, guys, do you have any random notes or anything that you have before I get into my notes?
I had no notes, but I
The
enjoyed.
fire coral sounded like hell.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a real thing, by the way.
Oh, I believe you. Like, yeah, I wouldn't. That seems like something that they wouldn't make up weirdly enough.
Oh, don't worry. I have a ton of notes, so no worries. So here are the random pop culture references. Do you guys know what the 2 pop culture references are in this one?
Ooh.
There was one that I was like, hey, I found one of the pop culture references. But I forgot, because again, it was this morning, and...
Yeah, you're fine. It is Aquaman and She-Ra.
There we go,
Because he
She-Ra was
calls
the one.
his sister She-Ra.
Oh.
She-Ra was the one that I was
And
like,
she
hey.
doesn't like that, even though that's a cool nickname.
It
I was going to
is.
say, there are much worse names to be called.
In the Caribbean, here's a fun fact. 1896 to present, there have only been 35 shark attacks in the Caribbean where this book takes place.
No.
So fun fact, like it's very unlikely for Billy to be attacked by a shark.
But he kind of was.
Yeah, so he's number 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish this book was about the tentacled sea monster, ...
Yeah.
Page 13. Sheena says there's no such thing as sea monsters. Oh, how wrong you are. Fun fact number 2. Fire coral isn't actually red. It usually comes in orange or yellow, but can also can be in shades of brown, green, and even blue.
Well, the brown can probably be mistaken as like
As reddish, maybe?
Yeah.
Psh, psh. Making excuses for lazy R.L. Stein, who just was like, fire coral, that sounds dangerous.
I'm sorry, we use colors, so we kind of can figure it out.
Psh, psh. Just because you guys are colored and I'm not. Pink and brown.
No, some of the, like, orange looks almost reddish, though.
Yeah, it is, but it's technically
Oh,
orange.
yeah.
Like, I will say that one, I can give a pass to.
Sam loses her woman color card for not saying it's orange, red,
I mean,
orange.
I'm not a woman, so.
Her half woman card.
My partial woman card.
Yeah, her bottom half.
Mermaid. Bottom half mermaid.
Also, Dr. D should have rinsed Billy's wound with seawater or applied vinegar or isopropyl alcohol to help deactivate the venom from the fire coral. So if you guys ever happen to touch fire coral, rinse it out with seawater or put vinegar or alcohol on it.
So make it burn more.
Yes, but it will at least deactivate the venom.
Fair.
That's the biggie. And it also probably disinfect any cuts that you may get from the coral itself, which
Yeah.
it's very easy to get cut by coral. Dr. D, my man, Electric eels don't live in the ocean. They're freshwater eels from the Amazon. Page 18. Also, the fish they should worry about are venomous. There are poisonous fish, but Billy would have to eat it to be affected.
Yeah, that is true.
I was about to say, like, I wrote so many notes, and here's my next note. I really want a marine biologist to read this one and nitpick it with me because of all the inaccuracies.
Because,
That's
I was going to
cool.
say the typical thing of someone talking about poison versus venom is poison is...
You have to ingest
bite,
it.
You bite it and you die.
Yeah, venomous is
Venomous-
it bites you, you die.
Yeah.
Even though that's not always true. Especially with fish. Technically, a lot of them are you step on, you die.
But it's still like they give you.
Yeah.
Where do you have to...
I give you venom, and you give me death.
Yeah. Whereas like I try and eat you. And
Yeah.
your body goes, how about you die instead?
Yeah. This is just a half semester of marine biology under my belt, but I know these things. Here's my next note. I think Alexander and Dr. D are more than just colleagues.
Yeah, no. We already talked about that of...
That's hilarious.
Is it weird to say that I feel like this one was almost aimed for girls with the whole mermaid plot?
No, that makes sense.
Billy shouldn't be afraid of a hammerhead shark. They tend to be quite shy around human swimmers. There have not been any known fatalities caused by them, just minor bites and injuries.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my thought was most hammerheads aren't the scary ones.
Yeah, no. They're curious, but they're more afraid of people.
Well, and I feel like it probably is not as, like, even dangerous as, like, some of the bigger sharks.
Well, no, hammerheads are big.
Oh, no, they are, but...
I was about to say, like, at least hammerhead, I believe a regular hammerhead goes like 6 to 8 feet, but I don't have my research, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. And then there's
Okay.
a greater hammerhead, which I think gets up to 15 feet.
So fair enough, true, that could be very dangerous if they bite the wrong spot.
Yes.
But they'd probably just go dip and then bite.
They refer to the boat they're on as a Sea Lab 2021. Play the song, Chris.
If you're looking for me, you better check under the sea. 'Cause that is where you'll find me, underneath the sea lab, underneath the water. Sea lab at the bottom of the sea.
This book was one of the 3 Goosebumps books to win a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award, which it won in 1995. Do you guys want to guess the other 2 that came later that won it in 1996 and 1998? One is a Tales one, and the other one is a sequel book.
The Mask 2.
Haunted Mask 2 is not one of them.
Night of the Living Dummy 3?
Nope, give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, in 1996, even more Tales to Give You Goosebumps won
Okay.
the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award. And Deep Trouble 2 won it in 1998.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
Cool.
Nice.
Top 5 anime betrayals in this book. Do you not agree, Weiss?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'd betray them for $20 million too.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, for that price, I'm like...
I was about to say, yeah, in the book, Alexander is betraying them for $20 million. I hate to say it, I'd betray my gay lover and his idiot niece and nephew as well. So, sorry.
For 20 million.
Sorry,
I would have tried to at least not have
Joelle,
them
I don't
kill-
know who my gay lover is.
Yeah.
Juan, Joelle, I don't know. Who wants
They
some
can
of this?
fight over the love triangle.
Yeah, here we go. No, love circle.
No, I was gonna say, it's actually
we
a
grab each
triangle.
other's butts.
It's actually a triangle, but it closes. It's not the...
Yeah.
Like...
We grab each other's behinds. I don't care that this book has multiple sequels. Billy died at the end. It's my final note. Alrighty, guys. What do you think inspired the Stein on this one?
Trip to the Bahamas. Just like...
Give that man the $10 million.
I don't even know if it came out at this point or not, but I'm just gonna say it because my brain just thinks it.
Jumanji.
Splash.
Splash had come out already, yeah.
Okay, so I guess Splash.
Yeah, I would just imagine
I mean, he
went,
could have
like,
just watched The Little Mermaid as well.
True.
he went into like a trip and like did not go into the water or anything because he was like, I don't know.
I'm pasty, I'm white, I don't want
Exactly.
fish pissing that. I'm Arl Stein, I refuse.
I hate this thing so much. I want to write something crazy about it.
You want to get crazy? Let's get crazy.
Fire, Coral.
Oh, fuck, I peed. Thank God. But I'm not in the ocean. I just pissed myself. But I guess I should walk in the water.
I still remember when you
But I
just...
won't.
When you went as Arlstein for...
For Halloween, and I
Yeah.
took the joke book with me.
You could do that at your new job, too.
I mean, I have to wear the vest, though. I have to wear the
Yeah.
safety vest still, technically.
True.
They might let me get away with it, but I don't know. I just prefer wearing the vest.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Still having to
Then
wear
it's
the vest.
way too hot to wear a fucking what's it called long sleeve shirt and a long sleeve black sleeve shirt that has its sleeves down.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
fair.
wearing an entire Mandalorian suit with a freaking cowl.
But you're not going to be outside all day like
That is
me.
true,
I'm outside for most of my day. Alrighty, so what inspired the Stein? According to the Goosebumps Holiday Collector's Cap book, which yes, I do actually own this book. I do own the Holiday Caps book. It is on my bookshelf. Nerd. I got it at Bookman's. Don't worry. I didn't go looking for it. I just saw it at Bookman's and I was like, I want this for $3.
Nerd.
The idea for the book came from R.L. Stein's nephew Dan. That's all it says.
That's all it says.
Yep.
Okay.
Me kind of theorizing what he may have gotten inspiration from was maybe the 1949 movie Mighty Joe Young, as it features a mythically large gorilla being used in it as an attraction but feeling homesick and returned back to its home. Kind of like this book, but it's kind of a stretch in all honesty.
Yeah.
It's a stretch. I couldn't think of anything else. And I didn't want to say Little Mermaid because I feel like that's like...
It's not really that Little Mermaid-y.
Yeah,
like,
it's not. And it's not like Splash either, which is just Little Mermaid, but, you know.
I just wanted to
You
make
get to see her ass.
Yeah.
Except in the 2019 Disney Plus version where they edited her hair to be longer.
What?
You guys remember that like weird like controversy where like they made What's-Her-Face's hair longer?
Ariel's hair?
No, not in Splash.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't see Ariel's nice ass on screen. This is a travesty. They're taking the butts away. They're taking Ariel's butt, the underage girl's butt away. That's something he said. He can't sue me. He has no money.
He would have to sell one of his Rolexes.
Alrighty. Well, here's my random question section, unless you guys have some random questions yourselves.
I don't really have any.
Do you fear the ocean?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
You're a weirdo.
I know. I'm fascinated by the ocean because I think it's cool. We know less about what's in the ocean than we do than outer space.
That's why I'm afraid of it.
That's so cool and fascinating.
So it's one of those, like, I respect it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool, but I'm also terrified of it.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, I think it's a really interesting thing to look at and research.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the one to do it.
Yeah, nah. Don't. Every time we go to California and everybody was like, "Yeah, we're going to see." No, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna go.
See, I don't mind going to the beach because it's not like it's that
The
far
beach
out.
isn't
Like,
the beach is different.
The beach is the beach still, but I just
We stop being such a beach.
I just don't trust. I just don't like the ocean.
You're afraid because our friend group would throw you in the ocean and on into the ocean really hard, and you wouldn't be able to swim back during high tide.
Yeah, probably not. I would be dead.
Like Dylan is gonna like Zangief throw you into the ocean.
He's gonna spin around and
Yeah.
do a tombstone.
Thoughts on mermaids? How do you feel about mermaids? Like, do you have any stories or anything you may like about them?
I honestly kind of like... It's one of those... It's really interesting to see how different people do them.
Little Mermaid 2, got it.
No.
Ariel's crazy sister.
Was it sister?
It was
or daughter?
Ursula's crazy sister.
Ursula's
I said Ariel, didn't I? I'm buzzed.
But no. I'm thinking it's more interesting how sometimes they take it more as like the beautiful siren kind of thing.
Yeah.
And other times it goes more monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite variation of a human aquatic hybrid, though, is the Selkie.
Oh, yeah.
The seal.
Wait, I thought... No, I'm thinking...
Kelpie is the eternally wet horse that will try and drown you.
I always get Kelpie and Sulky mixed up.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I get those two mixed up all the
See,
time.
I only remember because of DuckTales, because the Kelpies in the Scottish golf game,
Yeah.
where the Kelpies are like following them, they're like, "Hey, you should get on our backs."
I
everyone's
forgot
like,
about that.
No,
No.
we're not that fucking dumb.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not really any stories I really care about with mermaids.
I don't know why I'm like thinking about this, but I'm thinking about those old '90s shark head things with goggles and.
Oh, you mean me and Sam talked about when we went swimming
Yeah.
this summer? It's like, hey, do you remember those? I wanted them really bad.
I did too, and then I
It's
realized
like there was a shark and a like swamp monster one.
yeah,
Oh.
there's a green and a blue one.
Yeah, I wanted the green one so bad.
What was the other thing I was gonna say? Because my brain just...
Sam wanted the Barbie mermaid one or
No,
the
that's not
sea
the-
ponies.
The ones that changed color in their hair.
Sam, you didn't want that?
I remember.
I had a mermaid.
A Marmaduke?
Fuck you.
Barbie Marmaduke. Let's discuss.
I had a mermaid Barbie.
See? Why aren't you talking about that? I want to hear about this. What happened to it? Did you, like, swim with it too much and its hair fell
It was
out?
a bath. It was a bath one, so
Yeah.
it always was like perpetually, like it always had a little bit of water left in it.
Just inside its body and just hear the
Yeah.
slosh.
Yeah, never truly dried out.
I just imagine
The hair was like the probably nastiest of the.
Yeah.
I just imagine like you're playing with it, like you're like when you're.
You're like in the bathtub and you're like, oh, I got a really bad itch. Scratch with its head. Because it just has great itching powers.
I also got, weirdly enough, a Triton toy from China Rose. Because, like, we went there...
China Rose, what the fuck?
So we went there a lot. Like, my family went there a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, I was there, and they're like, do you like The Little Mermaid? Or something, like, the owner. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, here... Someone left this. They just handed me the toy. And it's like a little plastic toy, but it was like a solid plastic. Like, it wasn't like
a McDonald's one? Or?
No, it was like, I think it was one of those that would come in like a set.
Okay.
It was like a hefty fucker. Like,
Okay.
Alrighty. Would you attempt capturing a mermaid for the inflated... You guys want to guess what the inflated price of $1 million is, by the way?
Sure.
Guess.
Yeah.
Guess.
Oh, want to guess? I
I have the number.
I'm gonna go way too high just for the shits and giggles.
Okay.
50 million?
I'm gonna go.
What are you, stupid?
I'm gonna go 10 million.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
Inflated is $2,124,129.55.
Yeah, no.
That is inflation. Would you hunt a mermaid for that much?
Nah.
Because the thing is like, he already has the boat. Because he has that for other research.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. You are partnering with Dr. D.
Okay.
This is your share. We're going to say this is your share between you two.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Like, this is your share, and you're allowed to film Gabe or straight porn with him as well to make extra money on the side. It's okay. Because I was going to do that anyways.
Do you sit in the cuck chair and record it?
No, he sits in the cuck chair and he records it. Sam, you should know this by now.
You know
I
what?
am no cuck.
You know what, you're right. Wait, would that mean if you're doing gay porn, would that mean I sit in the cuck chair?
Yes.
Okay.
Das Schießen in das Kuckchair. Das Schneiser in Kuckchair.
Lisa's just dying because of the cuck chair.
Nein! Schneiser! Scheiße! Scheiße!
Somebody kill me, please.
Do you know what they mean by when they say that, Weiss?
Scheisse?
Yeah.
No, cuck chair.
No, I don't.
So sometimes, like, it's sometimes a joke, sometimes not. But, like, sometimes... Well, because sometimes...
Sometimes it's funny, but sometimes it's
Well,
serious.
sometimes, like, it's literally like, oh, this
I'm
is
sorry,
where...
don't mind me.
But it's sometimes, like, that one random chair in a bedroom. Or, like, in a hotel room where there's just, like, a chair. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, like, the room setup.
I'm just going to say this up front.
But it's like a comfy chair. Like, it's not like some shitty dining room chair.
Yeah.
A chair in a room is where you lay your clothing on. I'm just saying.
Not
Yep.
even that.
And then it's the cook chair.
Every time I go to a hotel room, I put it all on the wooden stuff because bed bugs.
Yeah, fair
And I
enough.
check for bed bugs.
Yeah, you put your stuff in the bathtub first, then you check.
There you go.
That's what you're supposed to do. Because, I mean, bed bugs don't live in the bathroom. That's why you put all your stuff there, then you check.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Alrighty.
This episode
okay,
brought
so
to you
I-
by bed bugs.
No, it's not. It's brought to you by Bed Bug Inspection. Be safe.
It's brought to you by the cuck chair.
Yeah, it's brought to you by the Cuck Chair. Officially by IKEA.
I would...
The biggest cucks in the world come from Sweden.
The cook stool.
Those cook in the Schneiser.
But why do you keep saying sniza?
Because
It's
it
not
makes
a
me
word.
laugh. Sniza.
Sniza isn't...
Sniza.
You're saying scheisse?
Sniza.
Like, it sounds like you're trying to say snow, but you're fucking it up.
I'm saying schnauzer and scheisse. Schnauzer. I'm
Anyways,
drunk. Just get on with it.
I would do it
I hate you.
for 200 million something and get to film.
Nah,
Cook
I'm
porn?
good.
Okay.
I'm good. Go with...
All right, and final question. Do you guys think Arlstein wrote this one? This is a new... I don't know if you've been around for the new questions, but after the 16th book, I'm asking the question. Do you think Arlstein wrote this point? At this
I remember
point?
this because you talked about
I
ghostwriting.
kind of think so.
I don't think he did personally.
I feel like he did.
Yeah, true.
No. I want to hear why you think so first.
So
before
there were
we
times
say
that I
anything.
kind of thought partially with how he described the kids.
Yeah.
And the kids being little shits to each other.
All right.
But you're right, like overall, it's not a hard yes, it's like a, if I had to guess.
Yeah. There's
not
some
like a-
tropes in there, like, falling on their hands and knees, but there's no redheaded character. That's my proof right there. He always puts a redheaded character in his books for his wife.
Okay.
Do you not realize that there's always a ginger kid?
Oh my
No.
god, there is.
There's always a ginger, but there was no ginger in this.
This was just the one time he cheated on his wife.
R.L. Stine respects his wife.
So I just wanted to make the joke. I don't actually believe that.
He sits in the cuck chair like a polite boy.
Oh, good night, everybody.
But no, I really don't think he wrote this one. While it is possible that he could have, with his experience in adventure and in the action adventure genre, with like the Indiana Jones books he wrote, which were, you know, the choose your own adventure ones. Mm-hmm. I doubt he actually wrote this one. There's too much real danger for a Goosebumps book. Like, they almost die multiple times, and that doesn't happen in Goosebumps books.
There's not 1,000,000,001 fake-outs.
Yeah. If it were a Goosebumps book, it would have focused on the monster in Lagoon and been a mermaid fake-out with that. Also, that ending feels like an R.L. Stine twist, but it doesn't feel like R.L. Stine wrote it as well. I don't think he would have wrote, Will They Believe Me Now? I feel like he would have been like, well, I guess they'll believe me now. Not would they. He wouldn't question it. He knows they would believe him now.
Yeah.
R.L. Stine knows. He's a confident Sigma. But no, like there's some tropes in there, but like I feel like it's not 100% Stine.
That's fair.
I feel like he outlined it and someone else wrote the rest.
That's fair. I can see that.
Which, I mean, that's kind of what the theory is like he outlined them and someone else wrote it. I would say 80% chance didn't write it, 20% chance he did.
Fair.
That's my percentage on this one. 80-20.
Good.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys, let's get into our book report, or should I say audio book report? What did you guys think of this one? What would you rate it out of 5?
I thought it was really nice. Like, the pacing was really good. It wasn't, like, a lot of just sitting around going, okay.
Also, another reason why I don't think it was an R.L. Stine one.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Stuff happened.
Yeah,
That's true.
It doesn't just sit around. It doesn't just, like...
It kept my attention.
No,
Yeah.
None of the kids were like, I'm bored. I wish I wasn't bored.
And overall, a pretty solid one. And, like, the audiobook is really well done.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give it extra points for that.
Yeah.
But it is helpful when it's, like, when they actually kind of act when they read it. Because I've had some audiobooks where I'm like, wow,
Or just reading it.
you were just
I mean, this is a
reading it.
classic 90s style one. Like, this is from the 90s, this one.
Like, it felt like a radio show kind of thing, as you said, Chris. Like, it was like, it wasn't just like, okay, I guess I'm just...
Alright, so what are you rating it?
I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 5.
Alright.
Like, it was pretty good. I really liked it.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly could give it the same score, 4.5, because I enjoyed it. It kept my attention. I have huge ADHD, I swear. I did the audiobook in segments. So I did first one on one day, and the next one was the rest of it was today. And I still remembered it because it actually stuck with me.
Yeah, because it was entertaining.
It was entertaining. So I was like, okay, I remember what happened last time. I don't have to go all through it again. It's like, that's why I know I was like, okay, I actually enjoyed that.
Despite having a history with this book, I really liked this read through. It was a riveting adventure with actual stakes. Though I do firmly believe R.L. Stine didn't write this one, and it honestly doesn't feel like a Goosebumps book in general. I do really like it as a one-off adventure book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Deep Trouble gets 4 tentacles out of 5. I take a 1 point off because it just doesn't feel like a Goosebumps book.
That's fair.
That's the only reason why I take a whole point off for that.
Can I change my scoring?
Yeah.
I give it 4 gray squid out of 5.
There's no gray squids.
Yeah,
What they fed the mermaid.
Yeah, the fed mermaid,
Yeah.
Squid bits.
Yeah. 4 squid bits out of 5.
4 squid bits.
4 squid billies out of 5.
4.5, excuse me. 4.5 squid bits.
Try and do squid kid noise.
I'm just saying, Sam didn't like my name because like people were making like squid pun names. I told her she should have named her character Squid Marks.
I'm not naming it squid marks.
That's so funny.
See, you're anyone who still plays Splatoon 3 or whatever number they're on. You're more than welcome to use Squid Marks.
Dude, I haven't gotten it yet. I want to get it because I misplayed it just like out of nowhere.
Weiss likes that name because he has Squid Marks.
Yes, I'm gonna name myself Squid Marks now if it's not taken.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this time on Drunken Book Club. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a review wherever you can. It helps people find us and be like, whoa, that's highly reviewed. I like that. Even if you didn't like it, give us a 5 stars and tell us why, and I'll try to improve it over time. Come on, guys, give us a chance, please.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Oh, you little fucker. I'll put 'em up. I would. That's my dream job, is playing the Cowardly Lion. I even have like the jowls.
The jowls.
And if you really like us, join us on patreon.com/Drunken Book Club. You can join for free and get all the content eventually, or join for $1 a month and get all the bonus content immediately available to you. I release bonus episodes 1 to 2 every week. These episodes up early, 2 days early for the last episode. My bad. I was finishing other stuff. And my show notes and other things and weekly weekly pairing lineups every week. Join for free. You still get everything for the most part. If I remember to make it free after a while. But be like Weiss and Trey and join for $1.
Woo!
Because $1 a month helps us improve. And do you guys have any final words for Deep Trouble?
We still have half a shark in here.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
God, that reminds me of the stupid resiliency training yesterday.
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
Shut the fuck up. No.
Mommy shark. Okay.
Doo 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 doo.
Weiss, I can kick you in the
Shark
nuts.
attack. Yeah, Sam, do a shark attack.
All the relics of a life long lived. He weary traveler, rest your one. Sleep the journey.